Welcome to On the Hill Podcast.
All right, and we're back.
Back on the hill.
Back on the hill, man. Back on the hill. Got a special guest with us today.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You
can introduce him.
Well, I'm a little nervous.
Why are you so nervous?
First, I was going to introduce you as the murderer in the movie Cape Fear. When's the last time you've seen that fucking movie?
Dude, I ain't seen that movie in like, I don't know how long, 10, 15 years?
You ever seen the movie Cape Fear?
Nah.
Oh, you need to watch it.
I'm too young, I guess.
Nah.
No, it's got the man in it. Fuck.
All right, introduce this man real quick.
The
Jesus
one and
Christ.
only Evan Jones, man. Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the hill, brother.
Oh, yeah, man. It's a pleasure to be in here.
Yeah, and it ain't like the first time you ever been to the hill, but it's been a while.
At least I'm not in handcuffs this time.
Not yet.
Not yet. That's for sure.
We just got started.
I think I acquired some handcuffs.
I got
over
plenty
the
of
years.
them at the house.
I know. Yeah, over the years. All right, so
10 years.
Yeah, cool, man. Glad to have you. So good to have you on the show, man.
Oh, yeah.
So how do you two know each other? Let's start with that.
Fuck, I'm trying to think. When's the first time we ever met? I mean, it was in the PD, I'm sure.
Yeah, it was in the PD. It
Go
was
ahead.
me and another dude were out there at Pecan Acres chasing some dudes, and you came rolling up, and you were just like, "What the fuck are you doing, man? Chasing by yourself and shit."
Yeah,
And I was
yeah.
just like, "That's what I do," and you're like, "Nah, man,
Not no more.
not no more."
Yeah, because you were wide open, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think that was probably the first call. So let's see. So when did you start? What year?
03.
God damn.
Yeah.
Because I started in 95, man.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, you're.
I was still in high school when you were starting. That's pretty bad. He's old as shit.
Do the math for me. How long is that? 96? It's 5.
96. I'm
8
I'm
years.
27.
Yeah, so I mean, I would have been there 8 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just started.
Yeah. I
I was only 7 years old then.
Yeah, he was playing the trumpet.
Yeah. How did you meet my son?
I met him that first time. Let's see.
It was a dark
was it?
room.
Well, you probably met him when he was a baby, but let's get beyond that.
Yeah, I mean, really the big time is that he was playing taps for Police Week.
Oh, yeah. That was my
And
first
then,
time playing taps.
Damn.
Then he called me on Veterans Day, and I was heading up to Blacksburg that
wow.
weekend, meet up with Dad and all of them before he passed away and stuff. And, wish me
Happy Veterans
a
Day.
happy Veterans Day and appreciate the service.
Damn.
So I remember that.
That raised a pretty good son, man.
Oh, yeah. You raised a good son, teacher, now
HVAC work.
HVAC, man.
Money man.
Money. That's
We'll see. Still working my way up. That's the first time I ever played taps. And that was the most nervous I've ever been.
How old were you then? You're like fucking 7
I was in
years
middle
old.
school.
Oh, middle school.
Yeah, he was middle school.
So I had to be
And he was taller than us.
12, 13.
Yeah.
Well, what?
That's pretty. I mean, it's pretty bad that
Yeah.
Little Eric was bigger than big Eric and me.
Well, yeah, on the first show, we did like a pilot,
Yeah,
and I didn't know who Big E and Little E was. I was like, fuck, who the hell is Big E? I'm Big E, but
Yeah, you're Big
because he's so
E.
much bigger, I was like, God dang, bro. Man,
he
he called
was
you
little
Big
E.
Just taller. I don't really want to take you in a fight or anything.
Shit.
But
I can never fight. Somebody asked. So
All
one-
you gotta do is tickle the guy. I mean, he's just gonna laugh. That's
So-
what I used to do with him, especially when he got in a red man suit.
But yeah, so somebody asked us that one time who would have went. So now this is I don't know how I'm just bringing this up, but somebody asked us. I think it was a family member. So who would have went in a fight? I'm like, think I would ever fight my fucking son? That's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, that's kind of stupid.
No shit. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure plenty of fathers whip kids'
yeah.
asses, but that's not the case.
Got to.
Yeah, it's different.
I don't think I'm that bad.
I mean, you got to remember back in the day. We tried our dads, and
I tried
wound
my
up with
dad. Not my real dad, but my stepdad.
I tried my real dad and ended up with a broken nose. So
Yeah. I think I called my mom the B word or something. I was
No.
drunk.
That'll do it.
I ended up on the floor in the kitchen.
yeah, I
Getting
think
choked.
it was during college when I was getting kicked out of college to go in the Marine Corps. That's when. Yeah, I challenged my dad, and the next minute I know I was bleeding on the floor, and he was like, "Hope you enjoyed the Marine Corps."
All right, so
Let's rewind.
Just so folks know, we don't have a script or anything. And a couple things first. If you notice, we got some on the hill cups. So, and Evan, man, that's your complimentary cup.
Oh yeah. Plus, with my coffee, I gotta wake up from
Working, man.
working,
Cutting that grass.
cutting that grass.
So, what was the actor's name that played in Cape Fear, man? I'm going crazy on this shit.
I don't know. I don't even know what movie y'all talking about. I'm gonna move this over a little bit.
You're talking about it in the '90s, right?
Yeah, he's a famous actor.
We gotta give Megan a shout out.
Oh yeah, damn.
New microphone on the podcast. Thanks to
Good job, Megan.
Megan.
Yeah, so I got that as a kid.
1991. No one even remember this shit. 1991, crap.
Damn.
Who's in it?
Robert De Niro.
Oh,
Is there a guy picture? Pull up him in the show.
how did you forget that name?
He was the bad guy, dude. Robert De Niro.
I know, but you look like him during the show. It's probably showing like an old ass picture of him. He didn't look like that.
Of course, he's old as shit.
He's all gray now.
Yeah, but pull up a picture of the bitch in the. We need a computer dude, man.
Maybe we get JC up in here to be tech guy.
He's going for college for tech, right? Computer guy.
Yeah.
Let me see.
No. He's going. Yeah, you're right. IT. He was business. My best friend JC. He's going back for IT. We'll get him in here.
Put your glasses on, son.
Now, you tell me that don't look the goddamn same. Look at that picture.
Yeah, I can see it.
I don't know if y'all can see that. I can't see the shit, but
It's in black and white too.
it's black and white. I mean, that's how ancient it is.
All right, so you're a Chester boy too, right?
Yep, grew up, born and raised in Chester, went to Tomsdale, graduated in 1996.
That was the year I was born.
Yeah, man. So wait a minute, you graduated high school the year he was born?
What the hell you want me to do about it? I can't help that.
Well, no, what you didn't see him when he was a baby then.
I mean,
I threw that shit in there by mistake.
Well, you were hanging out with my sister and stuff back in the day.
I don't remember. I did not recall.
I was hanging out with Shelly.
Oh shit! Be pulling y'all apart in a second.
All right. So where'd you go to elementary school?
I went to Curtis, then Chester.
Damn. I should have known. You went to Chester Middle.
Yeah.
Damn. I went to C.C. Wells and Carver.
That's what's wrong with you.
I know.
Yeah.
I did the same thing.
So did
and
Megan.
actually, when I started high school, Chester opened up as the freshman
the
campus
West
of Vail.
Campus. Yep.
Yep.
Overcrowded.
Yeah.
Y'all were really
Still
overcrowded. Very overcrowded.
All right. So we're trying to get back to your dad whooping your ass, and then so you were going to college.
That's the only thing he cares about is my dad whipping my ass.
So what
Because he
happened?
couldn't whip my ass.
Oh, did we ever got in a fight?
No, we got in a wrestling match, remember?
No.
And Scrappy told us to break it up.
Where was it?
At 4th Street. My hand was in a cast.
Hit him.
You were down there for like light duty.
Yeah.
He's trying to hit him while he's down.
Hey,
only time
I don't
you
fight
say-
fucking fair, man.
Look,
Yeah, if I fight you now in today's world, I'm not
Big E
trying.
does not fight fair.
I will
no matter
not
what.
fight fucking
He would
fair.
eye gouge you.
I'm gonna eye gouge you, or bite your fucking finger off, or rip your ear off.
And skull fuck you at the end.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I try to tell you, I don't want to fight. But
This
if I
is
gotta fight
not G-rated. If anybody's watching this, make sure your children
Make sure your children are in bed.
are in bed and you're
you, yeah.
watching.
There's a
On
lot
the
of
Hill.
people that don't like me, but I just want to say this: if you want to fight me, I'll fight anybody. Well, I don't want to fight like a professional fighter
Why not?
because I want to get fucking killed. Like I wouldn't fight
You
Mike
wouldn't get
Tyson.
killed. You'd be getting knocked out, and you get about $1 million on top of it, so we can split the proceeds.
I'll give you
all right?
half of the shit.
All right.
But what
Son
I'm
of a
saying
bitch.
is, if you don't like me and you want to fight,
let's do
meet
it.
me down at Cameron Field. But
Double
I-
tap.
So step in the ring with Floyd Mayweather. How much would you take to get knocked out? That's what's going to happen.
Oh, I'm gonna get knocked out. I mean, first I'd shake his hand like he's a hell of a fighter.
Oh yeah.
But I don't like the shit that he does, like personal, like beating up women and shit. But
Well, yeah.
that kind of, I mean, you
Would you step in the ring for $50K?
Man, I'll step in the ring for $25K just to have some fun.
I think I was listening to Joe Rogan about something kind of like this, and they were talking about the guy he was interviewing this week.
Yeah.
And the fighter.
Yeah.
He's not really a fighter, but he's a comedian, but he knows a lot about fighting. Because Joe Rogan, used to be a fighter.
Yep.
Yeah, he's badass.
And they're talking about would he get in a ring with somebody, and he's like, dude, you're too fucking old. Because if we get hit this age now, it may not ever be the same. So
Might be the last time.
might be that. Well, man, good deposit for the fam, man.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'll take
Tax
2.5 million, man. I'll take that shit.
totally tax write off.
Yeah, what if they say, how long do I got to stay in the ring, though? I mean, how long do I got to stay up?
30 seconds.
It's got to be a time limit on this
Yeah,
motherfucker.
All right,
can't
you
just
got a
get-
minute. You got a minute.
If I can stay on,
If you can stay conscious for 1 minute, you get 2.5.
you think I wouldn't even last a minute?
No, I didn't say that. You get to last a minute.
I would just, like I think even Joe Rogan said they're talking about some fighter, like a big guy. He said I would just run.
Run around.
Yeah, just
man.
running in circles.
Yeah, I'll be trying to chase the damn ring girls. That's the one thing I'll be chasing after.
You ever seen a video? Like,
Wait, did y'all? All right.
go ahead.
So we were watching UFC the other night, and somebody brought up that the ring girls make, on average, $1 million a year.
God damn, I need to.
Bullshit, bro.
I mean, yeah, just with the UFC, not counting whatever they do on the side. That's more than most fighters make.
Now that's
Not all of them, but
yeah, but Dana White's not paying them $1 million. It's through the sponsor or something.
it has to be sponsors and
Shit,
through their social media.
You
But
can
either
pay me
way,
$1 million of rubber damn feet. I'll be happy. No shit.
It's probably like and they probably got their own like GoFundMe page or some bullshit. What's that shit called?
That's called
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, dude.
OnlyFans.
Yeah, you can't be a part of that. Too old.
That's why
I don't
Shawty
know.
won't let me use a credit card. Man. You know what I did do one time on the GoFundMe shit? Is that what it's called? What's it called?
Not GoFundMe.
or PayPal.
OnlyFans. So I had like one of them Instapaid or some shit. What's that shit called? Like a already prepaid.
Yeah, prepaid card. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Like
need
a-
to be on a prepaid card, that's for sure. After all the shit we got into, especially at Hooters during SWAT practice.
Wait a minute, bro. So I had like somebody gave me a prepaid credit card,
yeah.
and then I was like, all right, so I think I did the GoFundMe thing or whatever the fuck it's called, OnlyFans.
OnlyFans.
You started one?
You started
No,
OnlyFans?
I did look at a lady on OnlyFans, man. So it's gonna be coming live.
Damn.
It's only a month. I only had like $20 in the bastard. So
Does mom know about this?
no, but she knows now.
Down, she knows.
Hey, don't worry. Hey,
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah,
hey, she don't listen. She don't watch the podcast.
but she's standing right there, dude. I mean,
She
hey,
knows.
I'm good. It wasn't me this time.
I'm gonna let Eric take over the questioning, man. Shit.
All right, so y'all met in Petersburg.
On a call for service.
Yep.
Oh, first year. Okay, so you were first year in.
First year in.
You were 7 years in, whatever.
This house is a bitch in here, man.
I told you that earlier, but you won't fucking listen to me. Fucking hot as
That's how we
hell.
mess with our guests. We get them real
Get them all freaking out.
hallucinating and shit. Yeah.
I drank too much whiskey.
Did you drink that water? Put a little something special in that shit.
I've been drinking the fucking water, man.
Wait about 30 seconds.
I've been waiting for 30 seconds. This shit ain't hit. What is it, fucking red pill or blue pill this time?
Well, the thing is, I switched y'all's glasses, so.
oh shit.
Oh, mother.
Let me ask you a question. So, what does that even mean? The red pill? I mean, I know.
Blue
it's-
pill makes you
The Matrix.
fucking.
Oh, I know it's from the. You're talking about a different kind of pill.
He's talking about the Exxon pill.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that fucking.
I'm talking about the Matrix. You ever seen the Matrix?
Yeah, I've seen the Matrix. You ever taken a Viagra? This shit lasts like 6 hours, and you're screwed after that point.
What happens when you're done?
Man, you're sitting there praying to God that bitch goes down before you have to go to the hospital. And they,
What do they do after that? Because they always say see a doctor after 4 hours.
yeah, they take a syringe and they stick it in your dick, and
What does that do?
it's supposed to relieve the pressure on it. I don't know. I never got to that part. Always getting rejected and shit.
So you take it in hopes.
I take it in hopes.
Hope something happens.
You ever seen this before?
Yeah, sure.
All right, god damn. We gotta get back on
The
track.
only problem, guys, is you get me and Eric together. You're gonna have a hell of a show, that's for sure.
This is gonna be. So we play with the idea of having like it's called On the Hill, and then we have another version called Off the Hill. This is gonna be the first Off the Hill.
Off the hill.
All right, so yeah, I'm gonna try to keep this in check.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah,
you
please
run
do.
the show. We're just sitting here listening to this shit.
Yeah.
All right, so y'all ran a call.
I ain't gonna lie. I mean,
Did you have the blue pill that night?
I don't think the pills were even out back then. Shit.
No, the pills weren't back then.
When did the pills come out? What year?
I don't fucking know, dude.
They got some called like the beehive or something. The
Well, yeah. Well,
bumblebee.
all right. So look, man. Back in the day,
Yeah, they do is ask her. I mean, damn, she's a
nurse. Yeah.
nurse practitioner.
I was wondering what the fuck you were getting to. I'm like, hold up, motherfucker. This is a G-rated show.
This ain't G-rated.
Not anymore.
All right.
Ever since Evan Jones walked up in this.
So it used to be, all right, so first of all, there was no smoking age, dude. Remember that shit?
Yeah, there was no smoking.
No age for smoking. So literally, I would go to
Drinking
Busch.
was-
I'd go to Busch Gardens like 13 and buy fucking clove cigarettes in the goddamn tobacco shop.
Damn.
Me and
Why
Rick,
Busch
my
Gardens?
stepbrother. Because we had
Season tickets.
free. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Herb,
Because your dad worked
my dad
at
worked at a brewery. All right, let's get back on track.
Anheuser. Okay, so y'all were working together on a call.
Yeah.
Evan was by himself. Is that what happened?
Is this catnip?
Yeah.
That's plastic.
I think he was. Yeah, he was on some.
You can bite it if you want.
So when you
That's what she said.
when you first started, you were 12-hour shifts.
Yeah, wherever.
Because we
Midnights.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So we
8,
started. We had 10-hour
12
shifts.
Yeah, we were 12-hour shifts at that time because
Yeah.
when my recruit school came in, it was after all that beating ass and taking names.
Yeah. Well, keep that down to the minimum. Statute of limitations.
Statute of limitations way past due. Federal agents, y'all can kiss our asses.
Yeah. I remember being interviewed by the FBI, man.
I've been interviewed several times by them. That's always fun.
Yeah.
They show up in the black suits and shit.
Nah, most of them
Nah.
are like little punk ass bitches, anyways.
Yeah. I mean,
With their degree.
Yeah, with their degree, acting like they know everything.
so, in Petersburg, we did have the opportunity to work with a lot of different agencies, but, and federal agencies, of course, state agencies, but they would come in. Basically, when a federal agency comes into a jurisdiction, they just provide the actual, technology, manpower,
Yeah.
access
yeah.
to the federal court and all that. But if you had to rank them in order of being like cool,
ATF.
ATF was number one.
Number one,
Going
DEA
from-
2.
We're going from cool to
To
assholes.
Okay.
The ATF was number one. Secret Service number 2. DEA number 3. FBI number 4.
You agree with that?
Yep.
And yeah, well, I say Secret Service. I mean U.S. Marshals, not Secret Service.
Oh. So they were cool too?
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah, they're more laid back than anything.
Yeah, the ATF is the coolest.
Did y'all ever have the guard come in or the reserves come in?
Nah.
No.
So
Never military.
no military. I mean, it would have to be an extreme. So
You can take a bite of that if you want.
we're talking about. And so yeah, we need to give a shout out to that too.
What is?
Where the plant came from.
Where did the plant come from?
When I went
Your
to
wife?
VC, kinda.
Wait a minute, huh? There's a story behind this motherfucker.
There is a story behind that.
Shit, listen to this.
I don't know if I can tell it. I don't
Why
care.
not?
They
What
took
is
enough
it,
of my. They took
G-rated
enough.
or X-rated?
No, it is G-rated.
Yeah. Okay.
They took enough of my money. We're at VCU.
Oh
It-
Jesus!
No, they had a bunch of these plants laying around.
And he stole it.
One of the yeah, we took it.
Okay, but I thought Frankie gave it to you to put on the show. Well, fuck, you could have just.
No. I took it from one of the VCU buildings and then we put it on Frankie's shelf. I gave it to her. I think she was with me actually. So we put it on her shelf for a while, and then she said we could use it for the show.
Will you quit looking at porn on the goddamn?
I can't help it.
Podcast.
Dude, I'm
So
a
I get his
hornball.
fix.
What do you mean?
All right, so we went back from the UFC.
I love naked women.
What are they called? what are the girls called on the UFC?
The ring girls.
girls.
All right, so you ever seen the episode? Now this is when Joe's kind of Joe. I love Joe Rogan. That's a cool.
Yeah.
We'll have him next.
I wish.
I wish.
He might beat our asses just to walk in and like.
That'd be fine. Just take some alpha brain. You'd be all right.
I'll take an ass whooping from Joe Rogan, man.
Oh, yeah.
I got a man crush on that bastard.
I'd square up on him.
You might square
No,
up?
for fun. I know I was gonna get. I'm gonna get folded, but
I don't think he'd fuck you up too bad.
I can say I get.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun, though.
Yeah, I'm saying I could get.
Why not?
I can say I got beat up by Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
I know one thing: if he kicks you, you're done. That bitch got a hell of a kick.
I think he is one of the strongest
Yeah, he
recorded
was.
kicks.
Yeah, he was a Taekwondo champ, nationwide champ. All right, so anyway, there's a video of this bastard, and like he's married. I think he's got 2 or 3 kids, girls, and like the girls up there just during the weigh-in, and that joker looks like a statue. Like his eyes never deviate from this. And, most people are like trying their eyes go down, towards their buttocks. He's just like
Oh,
yeah.
But from the ring girl,
he never looks at him. Man.
strong man.
His wife was like, "Bro,
You have one job tonight.
do not look at their behinds." That's tough, man. He might have won a bet on that shit.
I don't know.
All right, so
That's why you need to get some darker shade sunglasses.
The reflectors.
Yep, reflectors.
All right, so as
I
we
love a
meet.
booty.
All right. So let's go back. So you were in college. Where were you going to go? Where were you going to college? And you said you came out or something.
Came out of what?
Came in with what? We were talking about the police department about 5 minutes ago until you
bitch, we're back to your childhood.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Get close to that goddamn mic. All right, so this Joker,
Joe Rogan.
you said you went from high school to college. Do you want to talk about college?
I went to J. Sarge, downtown Richmond, for fire science.
Why are you laughing?
I thought this bitch was going to Virginia Tech.
Nah, I couldn't even make it to Virginia Tech. Because I was partying too much.
That's rude, man. Sitting here laughing.
I
Community
thought you were coming
colleges.
from like Notre Dame or something.
Why are you coming from fucking Notre Dame? I'm not as short as you, man.
D1.
D1 athlete.
This Joker got me on that. I'm fucking dude. You know where I went to college? John Tyler.
I know you went to Tyler.
Bastard.
You can't say that anymore, man.
Yeah, you can't say Tyler because he owned slaves.
Well, how can you say Jay Sargent?
I don't know. What the fuck did he do?
I don't know the fuck.
I don't know. I just
Let me
went
tell you what he did.
What?
He
I just
invented a
smoked the
goddamn
weeds.
cigarette.
Okay.
And he killed a goddamn 25 million people, probably, or more than that.
I don't know. I mean, that was
I think Reynolds Metal, probably.
Reynolds Minnels, man.
I don't know where
never
you
mind.
got that from.
Jay Sargent. Wait, what kind
I'll
of
look it up. Y'all keep talking.
Hey, what kind of cigarette is called Sargent's?
I know.
I'm
There's-
fucked up. I don't drink,
Camel?
but I'm fucked off from being hype.
All right.
He had to get hyped all day because I was coming.
Yeah.
He was excited for this one.
Oh, yeah.
Then I
Hey,
look out
you-
the window and this bitch just walk across the yard and said, God damn, it's a dude from Cape Fear.
Look, I let my hair grow out long. And,
I know. I mean, your hair looks so different, man.
yeah.
That's what I'm talking
Usually I have it to the side, but
about. Damn, bro. You're a good looking fella, man.
I try to be.
You know that little bastard McCully? You ever met him from Prince George? He was on here.
McCully.
We had him on here the other day.
Who the fuck is McCauley?
He's brand new cop. He trained him.
Nobody, man.
All right.
I mean, I train a lot of cops too, but
Well, I mean, he's somebody because he's a person, but I mean, in the cop world, he's brand new.
he's brand new and a 5
So that means nobody. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Hey, that's how that shit goes. I love the guy. I'm kidding. He is somebody.
J. Sargent Reynolds, born in 1936, founder of Reynolds Metals Company.
God damn it. Hey, look.
So
I
not
was right
cigarette.
it took me a second, but I got on track.
No, you freaking talking about cigarettes.
J. Sargent Reynolds. Where did I get fucking cigarettes from?
I don't know.
I don't know, Philip Morris?
Yeah.
That ain't his name, dude.
Obviously.
All right, so then
Keep drinking your water.
Hey, I was fucking with you, but dude, I barely got out of high school. I had to go to John Tyler, dog, and it was only a quarterly system. They didn't have semesters. And
Well, we did quarterly.
I barely got into Joker, man.
Second semester, I got kicked out.
For what?
Chasing women and smoking dope and drinking all the time downtown Richmond. And the next minute I know, my dad was,
Hang on, hold on.
what?
So the school kicked you out, or your dad pulled you out?
No, the school kicked me out because I was on the dean's list for whatever corruption. I mean, not corruption. Not corruption, but like,
Certified ass getter.
yeah, certified like asshole, pretty much. And then next minute I know.
The watch list.
Yeah,
The
the
dean's
watch
list is like if you're
So I was like, I
you
thought
get A pluses and shit.
I thought you should go
Whatever
from-
it's called, because I knew when I got home that day, my parents were looking at my grades and they're like, my dad told me to step in the office, and I stepped in the office, and he was just like, I'm not paying for your college anymore, so you need to go in the military, but you're not going in the Marine Corps. You need to pick the Army or the Air Force or the Navy.
Was he in the Marine Corps?
No, my dad went to Tech.
All right,
He
great. I was
graduated
just
from
wondering why
Tech.
he had an aversion to the Marine
Well,
Corps.
he was an engineer and everything. He wanted me to do the same thing,
Right,
be
right.
an engineer.
I got you.
So,
Yeah, fuck it.
I wanted to.
So I know you went to the Corps. That's no joke. So
The only thing I always wanted to do is be a police officer, firefighter, or in the military. So pretty much did all three of them.
God damn.
So you
I'm
got
on-
out of, so you left I almost said John Randolph. Jesus, what am I talking about? Jay Sarge and went straight into the Marines.
Yeah, I left in November of '98. So when I left,
When we say get closer to my bitch, we didn't mean go by him.
I mean,
No, don't fuck that mic up, bro. $500 or some shit. $400.
no, God damn.
I won that much.
I told this joker, like I said, look, man, stay close to my bitch like this.
Trying to get that plant.
I mean, dogs like to eat.
That's it. Is that even a real plant?
No, it's
What the
It
fuck,
looks like
dude?
a real pot. No, it's plastic.
It looks like a damn.
Unless that
it
bitch
does
has been
look like
alive for
what you said the first time.
8
Nip.
years. Catnip.
catnip.
So how long has it been since we fucking? What the fuck, dude?
What the fuck? He broke it.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
So when he's
Don't tell
This thing
Frankie.
is not being televised. I'm just letting
so
you know.
when he said he got billed for it, that bitch, I did get a bill for that bastard. I'll talk about that later.
For who?
What?
For your school, number one, bitch.
I almost got kicked out of VCU.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, boy. Should we tell that story now? Or you tell the story. Go ahead. Nah, I did.
You can start it. Might as well. You brought it up.
You want to hear this shit or what? Anyway.
All right, so
All right, so
Evan, you went to the Marines.
Your dad said, I'm going to whoop your ass. You're not going to the Marines. So what does Evan do?
Oh, I signed up in the Marine Corps.
So then
So
what
down
happened?
to Paris Island. You go.
Paris Island I went, November 11th, 1998.
That's badass, bro.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
Yep. I thought I was a bad motherfucker until I got down there and started running with everybody else. And drill instructors down there are cock diesel and
Yeah, man.
crazy as shit. I wonder why, because they got to deal with us for 3 months and the heat down there at Paris Island, being stuck on an island.
Yep.
So you get to see a lot of shit down there, though. That's for sure. Paris
Yeah.
Island's a different place.
I bet.
It's not.
You think it's the same today, or you think it's got kind of?
I think everything has changed since the time we've gotten out. I
Yeah.
mean, it's changed since Vietnam when they got out. So
Is there any story that stands out?
While you were in basic training?
sand fleas. You're standing there getting eaten half to death by sand fleas, and you're trying not to scratch or move or anything like that. And the drill instructors are turned around and everything, and you think you can swipe at them, and they turn back around and tell you to bury this son of a bitch. And I'm like, what the fuck?
All right.
So you got to make believe to bury a damn sand flea.
Oh, I got you because you killed it. Bury my sand flea.
Yep, you got to bury the sand flea, and then they tell you unbury the son of a bitch. And they're like, all right.
All right, so this may be the first one we've ever edited.
Yeah, you're gonna have to edit this.
Not because of you, but yeah, because of the
Oh shit!
because of the
Vulgar language.
Nah, we'll let it go.
the gay. I mean, the gay. That's gay. I mean,
Well,
should we go back in time for this shit?
You got to think about it, dude.
That was a saying back then.
Like back
That's
in the
gay.
day, we
Yeah.
just
That's gay.
so that's gay. Joking around
nobody
and
meant shit
stuff.
about
I
it.
mean,
It was the same thing as saying people used to say that's retarded.
Yeah.
if you say
same
retard,
shit. Yeah.
now everybody
And-
gets offended by it. And
Yeah,
nowadays,
that's retarded, and that was a normal thing that people said. That's gay, or I mean, obviously it's derogatory, but I mean, when you're a kid, you had no idea what the shit means.
Yeah.
Anyway, so. Anyway, all right. So
As you grow up, I mean, you gotta.
and things have changed, So now, all right, we're not getting into that right now.
Not saying it's right, but
Hey man, fuck it. All right, what's next? All right, so what was your MOS in Marine Corps?
my MOS was 0311. I was infantry.
Gotcha.
And I got lucky. My first couple of years, I got stuck with that LAR, second LAR Alpha Company at Camp Lejeune. We got to ride around in the back of the LAVs, light armored vehicles, which are kind of like little coffins with a 20 millimeter cannon on top. And those things could move. They were about 8. They had 8 tires, they have amphibious and everything else, but they sink like a son of a bitch when they get water in them.
Damn.
And they were pretty much, pea shoot. I mean, you could shoot right through that son of a bitch.
So it wasn't like armored,
I mean, it had light armor.
light armor, but not heavy armor. Yeah.
But it wasn't heavy armor because it was quick. I mean, hell, we've been out in the desert several times doing 90 miles an hour out there chasing stuff or getting chased and trying to get out of the way of some bombing raid.
So this is when you're saying that, you're talking about like you were deployed.
Deployed several different times. I was deployed in the Mediterranean, which is our med float. You do 6 months out there and you bounce places to places. And most of the time, if a warning order came up or, at that time when I was overseas back in 99, we're still dealing with Kosovo and the Congo. The USS Cole got hit.
Right.
So we had to go deal with that and sit off the coast of Israel several times. And
Damn.
watch them in Pakistan go back and forth and be on standby for everybody, basically.
Yeah.
Quick reaction force. Saw a lot of cool places.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool, man.
A lot of places I don't care to talk about.
Well, that's fine.
So,
That's fine. Hey, man,
but I mean, it's just part of the game. When you're over there.
yeah.
After that, was basically back Camp Lejeune for a couple months and out to CAX, 29 Palms in California, and Desert Warfare training. And it's totally changed now because back then it was all D huts and A huts and, tents and everything else. And now they got a mock town and better facilities.
Right.
And
So what are D huts and A huts? I don't know.
well, your A huts were like the little huts are about
Tents or something.
tents, but they were basically all plywood.
Oh,
So the sandstorm came through, they would blow off the plywood and everything. So you had to chase the plywood down and put it back up. And D huts were metal huts, so they were pretty much like an oven, middle of the day. And you try to catch up on sleep, you can't catch up on sleep. You're sweating half to death. Or the guy beside you gets stung by a scorpion.
oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Wake up in the middle of the night.
Oh, they'll wake you up during the daytime or the middle of the night.
Damn.
Yeah. But
That's badass for sure.
So how long were you deployed for total?
deployed 6 months in the Med, and then after 9/11, I was deployed 8 months, back and forth. So at that time, I was in a straight leg unit. So they had to split us all up because we're all top heavy with corporals and sergeants and stuff. And I went over to the 3rd Battalion, 2nd Marines, Lima Company, and we went to Okinawa. I stayed out there most of the time, and then got deployed to Afghanistan, and then got deployed. Went back to Okinawa and got relieved, and went back to the States, and took my test for OCS and everything, and passed that. But the only bad thing is that, of course, you had to re-enlist at the time to go back in your unit and stuff. But they were getting deployed to Iraq,
Yeah,
so most of us were pretty much tired of
just done.
done with combat and the politics of it, and we're just like, fuck it, we're out.
Yeah,
So
Damn.
that's when you took your.
I got home around September, October, and took my test for Petersburg, Chesterfield, Richmond, and got the call from what was his name? Carter
Burnett.
Yeah, I got my call
Damn.
from Carter Burnett.
Yeah.
Came in, and freaking old mayor.
Will Mayer?
Yeah, Will Mayer. He was there and
Y'all went to the academy together?
No, he was doing my interview, and
Will Mayer?
yeah, he was kept asking me questions about my unit and stuff, and he was just like, "Well, they won't tell me anything." I was like, "They're not going to tell you anything, dude. I mean, it's just how it goes when you're out." So I ended up going to the academy. It was I think it was 13 of us that went to the academy, and I was only the one that was left after a while, but so yeah.
So that was in what year? That was
That was 03.
yeah,
April.
yeah. So there was law enforcement is like the ebb and tide. So I mean, not ebb, but ebb tide. So
Yeah.
so there was a time when I worked in '95, they only hired military people. So I was like an anomaly, and they always messed with me and picked on me thought I was like Professor John Lennon or some shit.
Yeah.
That's
You need a
before-
little round glasses and shit too.
Yeah, so I had a mustache kind of like you do now. But I mean, I don't think I even had a bitch. I think I grew up in the academy, and they're like, whatever you do, don't shave that shit off.
It looked like a damn pedophile.
I know. But anyway, so then by the time I met you, I'd already got my ass kicked plenty of times and dealing with Ed Jones and all those people.
Yeah, you had a goatee.
They got me straight. Yeah.
He was driving like a little minivan. That's why I didn't think the dude was serious.
I was in
Pulled up
fucking
beside him.
investigation then.
Yeah, you were
Fuck.
That's when you-
I had that goddamn tan minivan.
tan minivan. You were doing man.
Security out there, some bullshit.
No, you weren't even doing security. I think y'all just showed up because me and the other guy were fighting these dudes out in Pecan Acres.
Damn
and,
right. Yeah, boy.
I started chasing them down, and it was like that old ditch line, the concrete ditch line
I
and
picture
stuff.
it,
And I came out, and I was covered in grass and shit and everything else because I was fighting a dude down there in the.
Fuck.
And you're just like, what are you doing by yourself? And I was like, that's how I go, man.
I'm like, not no more, motherfucker.
You were like, not no more,
Yeah,
know.
but don't want you to get hurt, man. God damn.
I mean, that's the same as I remember, who was it? God damn, what was his name? Adams.
Oh yeah. You talking about Adam Mims?
Yeah, Adam Mims. I remember one night I was running down freaking Hardin Street chasing after 13 dudes out there, and he come rolling up, and he was like, "What are you doing?" He didn't even call it on the radio. I was just like, "I'm just having fun." And he's just like, "You can't do that." I was like, "What?" You know?
All right. So some of these guys are like, old school legends, man, like Scrappy, and then Carter Burnett. He's passed. Scrappy's passed now.
Yep. When you said Will Mayer, you started laughing too.
Yeah, well, Will Mayer, man, he
was a wild son of a bitch. He had like hands the size of a freaking gorilla.
That motherfucker couldn't walk in that doorway right there.
Yeah.
God damn. Was he the one you saw? Is that one story? He was like fishtailing the car and shit.
Yeah,
man. Trying to hold on.
We're trying to get him on the show. He works for Hopewell Sheriff's Office now, so he's leery. Although, I don't want to say, yeah, so we might have other people in his agency on, so he might be able to come on. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to say anything about it.
Yeah, the sheriff used to be my recruit.
That's what I'm saying.
You know?
We might have somebody like that on the show.
Yep.
It won't be like this, though. It had to be more,
More prim and proper. Not with having him on here.
Now, we've had like
smoke show.
We're trying to get some ex-chief on here, too, from P-Town. That'd be pretty cool. But
what ex-chief? They're all dead.
Well, I don't want to say his name until he commits, but yeah.
Oh, that dude?
No. Not the dude you're thinking about, somebody else.
That piece of shit.
It was before your time, probably. So, yeah, this guy was actually really well respected and stuff. Yeah, so.
The other guy that...
You can get some initials.
I don't even know. All knows his last initial, E.
No, that...
Yeah.
I was about to say that Jay one, he died, dude. We worked him not too long ago.
All right.
Sorry.
But the other one got fired, and then he sued the city. But that's because money was disappearing.
Oh, did he really get fired? I thought, he fired all of us.
With the D. Yeah, he fired all of us.
He said that he fired all of us.
My ass.
Yeah, punk ass bitch. I like to blow his house up.
Hello. Figuratively speaking.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he got it. He in the end, he's never been a chief again. So it's the end of that.
There you go. So did y'all ever? I guess y'all are on the SWAT team together. I see the tattoo.
Yep. SWAT team. I got on the SWAT team in 2006.
Yeah, I had a tattoo on my back, but goddamn got it covered.
I haven't gotten this one covered yet. I got to do a sleeve.
You don't have to though, but I mean, I did because two reasons. One, the guy who did it wasn't a great tattoo artist and didn't look as good as that. But the other part was everything that happened to me. I was like, and it wasn't.
I had a female do mine.
Damn boy.
Oh yeah, she was hot. She had piercings all over.
Was this in P's? Tantrum tattoos.
Tantrum. Yeah.
Is that still down there?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It's still down there. And
then
if you're old ass, get off your damn bicycle and come on down there.
I might come down. I might get it redone, but get that
in a different spot.
Yeah. With the expert doing it. But anyway, I got it covered up with a hawk. Represent my dad. Passed. That's pretty damn cool, though.
Oh yeah,
that's a badass tattoo.
Yeah. And then my son got a big ass tattoo. Got a hawk on it too, man. Grandpa's washing over his ass.
Oh yeah.
We'll finish it up soon.
All right. So what's next? All right. So we get on. What? Fuck.
So you say y'all are on the SWAT team together?
Yeah, we did. I mean, we both. So.
God, man.
Yeah, we can't go into so much. I mean, I know he don't want to talk about some of the shit, but I mean, some of the shit was like we both were like decommissioned. We were like entry team leader, and you were like perimeter team leader.
Yep.
And when some shit went down,
I was the shield guy for years because I was the only one that had.
You took my spot, motherfucker.
Yeah. Because they said because I had combat experience.
And we were like,
take the old man's spot.
But then we had to say, this is not combat.
Do not
engage like combat.
Oh, I did. So I didn't get to shoot anybody. I just smashed everybody with a shield.
Yeah, that shit was cool. So I was a shield guy, and I think you took it, and I think Lance took it at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. Because we're smaller.
Smaller build guys, stocks.
So on average, what would you call it, a raid? Is that the wrong word for it?
A search warrant.
Search warrants, raids.
How many guys would y'all have on a team?
Man, we had
a night. I know you probably have a bunch of guys on there.
Yeah, 20.
At some point.
Times.
Yeah.
So for a typical search warrant, would you have like
12
5 or
people.
6? 12.
Yeah.
God damn.
So you had a perimeter team set up, of course, and if you had a sniper, Overwatch, or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then the entry team was at least, you had a shield
6.
man. Yeah, at least 6 or 7.
At least 6, because you had a doorman, shield man,
team leader. And then you had the other two, and the people. So you have like the shield man, and it depends on the shield person.
Yeah.
And you have somebody with him with a handgun, or usually a handgun. And the shield man doesn't have a rifle either, or because he's got the shield in his hand. Then generally the team leader's number 3, and everybody else behind him. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they're all like MP5, and you have a rear guard with a shotgun.
Okay.
Yep.
You guys would just go in formation.
Yeah, you go in
clear each room.
Yeah.
You do a stack. Yeah.
Shit was badass. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
I missed that. I mean, we missed the excitement of that, but now they don't have no knocks anymore.
Yeah.
So no knock would be when somebody an informant has confirmed that there's a gun inside the residence or something like that.
Guns, drugs,
and
abduction, murderer.
Did all that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like if there were kids in the house, you still had to be careful. We wouldn't do a flashbang or
rake.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rake the windows.
Yeah.
Fucking break every window in the house.
Yeah, that was fun.
Then we had somebody did the wrong intel. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
God dang.
Yep. His little pet peeve.
Yeah, but remember he didn't do it though. This is the dude became a dispatcher.
Oh yeah. Overwatch.
I don't want to say his name.
Yeah, I know you
drop any names. So.
This is like I'm going down memory lane. I'm getting happy, mad, and sad all at the same freaking time.
We do this every once in a while. Who's got the alcohol?
I thought you had that something here.
No, that's all coffee, man. Because I drank all the whiskey on the way here.
Damn.
But so the SWAT team was on top of your daily.
He took a Uber here. Mm-hmm. So anyway,
who the fuck took an Uber?
You say you drank on the way. I said,
yeah. Took an Uber.
Of course.
Get close to this goddamn mic.
I'm fucking taking a fucking drink. Fucking egg.
All right, so SWAT team was on top of y'all's.
Yeah, so we weren't a full-time SWAT team. We were. So if you were,
you get called in.
Yeah, so we practiced once a month, and which wish we could have done more, and then
And actually, SWAT is usually West Coast.
Yeah, we were crisis.
CRT is the East Coast.
Crisis response team.
Oh,
so.
That's all right. No.
Nobody knows that stuff, but it's like if you go into history and everything, like SWAT was originated from Los
Angeles. Yeah.
Okay.
So we got to meet a couple of those dudes one time during training.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yep.
So the tattoo we're talking about, it had it's a lightning bolt, and has a 13 and 44 on it. It's a CRT, but the 13 was we had an officer shot, and actually we said it was his ass, but he actually I'm gonna remember said his name Sadell, but anyway he got shot up in there, and we didn't have a SWAT team at the time, so they called in Chesterfield to assist, and the guy had robbed the bank. He was up in the attic, and when they went up there to take him, to try to apprehend him. Yeah, he shot at the officers, and they took him down. I can't think of the guy. Who was the guy from Chesterfield that shot him down? Damn. He's a legend. But anyway.
Hey, he was a sniper.
Yeah, he was pretty cool. And then, so from that, it happened at 44 Corling Street.
Mm-hmm. Oh, so that's
and his original 13 members on the original CRT team.
Okay.
And that was started by, and we should give him some credit, too. I mean, he was kind of he didn't get a lot. Yeah, this is the sad part about law enforcement. Greg Osmar.
Yeah.
So, I mean, he was a quirky dude, but I mean, he meant well the whole time, and he just played it by the book. He really did. But, when he passed, he wanted all these accolades and stuff, and he should have had it. But from what I hear, the funeral was just half-assed, man.
Yeah, really? It was pretty sad, too, because, he
dedicated his whole life to that place, man.
He involved himself in, not only Petersburg Police Department, he involved himself in the Southside Emergency Crew and Petersburg Fire Department way back in the day and stuff, and
he did everything, man.
Dispatch and
he was an expert in all that stuff, and he
used to get mad at me and your dad all the time because we would go in his office and put our hands on his chairs,
on the back of his chair, do not touch the back of the chair,
because the oils on your hands would seep into them,
fade the already faded material. Yeah, there's some characters there, man.
Yeah, he got mad at me one night during a roll call because I said there's better morale in a foxhole getting shot at by the Arabs than it was in this damn city.
And that was true.
Yeah.
And
he didn't like that too much.
No, he didn't like me. He didn't like that too much that night.
When I first came on, there were I didn't know better, but I mean it seemed to be a better agency than it ended up being.
Yeah, it was.
As time went on, the morale went down to say. When you promote it because there's nobody else to promote, it's like attrition. you don't get the best people. So then you got these freaking people who are, in positions they're not really even necessarily qualified for and no training, and they just had that title, and they were just, power hungry assholes.
Yep.
Anyway, we digress. So here's a story I was thinking about. So I didn't really work midnights much, but I was on there for a while, and you and I were the same shit. I can't figure this out. But anyway, maybe we were working overtime. So, if you work midnight shift, it's hard to stay awake, particularly if you don't live that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we were parked behind, it's on Bank Street. It used to be elementary school there. Oh, man. Right there, near Middle Street and all that.
You're talking about
Blanford. In Blanford.
Yeah, Blanford Elementary.
So we're sitting there, I think something happened. We had to stay over. That's what it was.
Yeah.
So we were already exhausted. We had already worked 12 hours, and you have to stay over.
Yeah.
So, we didn't work midnights. I only worked midnights a few times. But anyway, so this is, we'd already been there all day, and they wanted us to stay. I can't remember what the event was. Something bad happened. But anyway, so we're sitting there. He's like, man, I cannot stay awake. I'm like, well, fuck, dude, just go ahead and doze off. I'll keep watch. Mm-hmm. Take turns. So one person stays awake, the other person, takes like a 20-minute nap. You listen to radio. So he wakes up. I'm like, all right, dude, I'm going to take a little nap. I'm laying there and I'm just feel so goddamn good, man. I'm just laid back, man. And I honestly have never fallen asleep before. So I had the window down. It was a beautiful night, man.
Yeah, it was a
nice and
cool night.
Kind of like fall time,
Mm-hmm.
Right. And also, I wake myself up. I look over. This bitch is sound asleep. I'm like, motherfucker, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know how many times I fell asleep. I remember one time I fell asleep.
Y'all both asleep.
Sound
Radio's
asleep.
going off.
It was like, man, but did we miss anything? But
Yeah.
So then you get on the radio, 204, 201 or 3 or whatever the fucking number
Yeah,
was.
whatever we were. Yeah, we're at 200s.
Yeah, and they're like, go ahead. And we're like, Tim, no disregard, because make sure they weren't trying to call us on the radio.
Shoot, I remember one time, what was it, Britain Street? I fell asleep right there at the stop sign near Station 3. I was so damn tired from midnights, and because
That's just brutal, man.
we got our asses handed to us that night. And I remember I woke up and somebody put a newspaper right there on my fucking windshield.
God.
I said, son of a bitch.
All right. So now, there's so many things to tell, but we probably can't tell it. So we're just gonna leave some of the shit behind. But
Well, how long were you in PD for?
PD, I did 10 years.
Okay.
And then I transferred over to the fire department. I'm still in Petersburg. I've been there 20 years.
goddamn boy,
Yeah.
you can retire soon.
Yes.
How old are you? I mean, if you don't mind me asking.
46.
Damn boy.
And single.
He's single, ladies. Come to the hill.
He's
Don't
one in the
reject.
red shirt, if you're wondering.
The red pill is his MO.
Red pill, blue pill. Mix it together. Go all night.
So yeah. So, all right. So, damn. I want to ask if I want.
Oh, no.
No. I'm being dead serious. So,
All right.
so honestly, I would have said it like this. I mean, this is the honest truth. There's a fallout in the PD, and there were the good guys and the bad guys.
Oh, yeah.
We were the actually good guys.
Yeah. No matter.
Yeah, there weren't many people that stood with you, but motherfucker, I was one of them.
Yeah, you were one of them. Vance was.
Yeah.
And
It was
that was it.
three. Yeah,
There
three
was
of us.
only three of us, and
The whole agency basically
whole agency. I remember like
turned their back on us.
turned the backs
Yeah.
on us. This was like right after that gambling operation I took down, and then like it just started from that point.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it was like
That's when you were in Vice.
I was in Vice and took it down,
Your sergeant.
and like you had city officials that were on payroll. Yeah, city cops were on payroll.
Damn, man.
You know, it was like my days were
Numbered.
pretty much numbered at that point. So anything I did, they wrote me up on. And I mean, like even that,
That Facebook post.
yeah,
You said
and-
BFI is hiring, and they try to bring you down for that bullshit.
yeah, they got me on that one, and then they got me on the
Which is
OSHA
illegal,
complaint.
by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, I did the OSHA complaint against the city, and they got me on that one.
The PD, right?
PD,
Right.
but not the city, but the PD. But
Well, yeah. But you still work. You work for a fire department now, so.
oh yeah. You know, like
Much
the old-
different.
I mean, it's a lot different. It's a better atmosphere. I mean, we still got to deal with a lot of the politics and stuff. I mean, it's just the group of dudes that you got that work with you. It's kind of like being back in the Corps again.
that's good,
It's a lot of camaraderie,
Yeah.
you know. But we still go through the ups and downs, and we've been in the downs for a long time, and we're still hanging on and stuff. But like, we're always there, pretty much because of the staffing and stuff. But
so if people aren't familiar, so Petersburg, so what year was that? 2012 and 13, probably. Came up missing like $10 to $12 million.
Yeah, 10,
a lot of that was
million.
grant money that was supposed to, and some of that stuff was supposed to be equipment for the fire department. They had to give it all back because they didn't pay for it.
Yep.
So from that point forward, the city, couldn't get, the credit rating was bad. Yep. So as a result, they have old equipment and don't have modern equipment, and they don't have the amount of fire trucks they need and all this kind of stuff. So as a result of down fire engines, and this is me saying, it's not him. It's in the news, so it's nothing secret. And manpower shortages, they've had to close several fire stations, reopen them, and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's what he's talking about.
So as a city, they were down $10 to $12 million.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Not down, missing. Gone.
Just
Just
I
zip,
think I
disappeared.
Yeah, it just disappeared.
That's when they that Facebook stuff, when they try to write me up for it, and as that came about, all of a sudden, what's the name? Of course, the FBI, state police, and also the office of the not attorney general, the what's that called? Yeah, it might have been office of the attorney.
Yeah, attorney general. Yeah,
there's another office that looks into corruption too. They all came in there. So
yeah,
but nobody got arrested.
Nothing happened like usual.
Well,
nobody's held accountable for
the city
their
manager
actions.
got fired and the chief, but nobody got criminally charged.
yeah, just lost their job.
That's nothing because they should have gone. Yeah, maybe they could have gone to jail, or certainly people certainly could have
Some
gone.
of them should have.
Somebody should have.
Yeah, quite a few of them should have.
Yeah.
But-
All right, let's get to a happier note. That's just real though. So that's
Yeah.
and as a result of that, here's a bottom line. When I worked in the city, I mean, the biggest victims there were the kids. I mean, still, and it still is.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the kids live in that city, and it's ranks number one for sexually transmitted diseases, single parent families. It's one of the poorest cities in the state. Schools aren't certified or accredited. I mean, it's so these kids are growing up in the substandard, education, substandard housing.
They don't know better. They
They
don't
don't know
know
better.
they
Yeah.
don't know better.
So every time you think that when we talk bad about the city, I mean this from the heart. I'm not talking about the people that live there. I mean, I don't know why they still live there. Get the hell out of that freaking place. But for the kids, you don't have a choice. You're stuck with
Yeah,
your
you're
parents.
pretty much stuck there.
And as a result, they just suffer, man. It really is sad.
When you grow up and you're surrounded, you adapt to it, and
Yeah, you just
get
emulate
stuck in
what you
the
see.
loop, too.
You get stuck in that loop. I mean, we had kids that they think going out of town is going to South Park Mall. They'd never been any further than that.
Yep.
which is 10 minutes from the city.
Yeah. So it's just kind of like, this is, I remember one time I was on the street crimes unit, not street crimes, I was in Weed and Seed, and I was in this meeting, and the chief's like, hey, Liverman, go and do a presentation for the group about whatever crime area. And I was like, I'm looking at him like, do you really want me to talk?
Yeah.
I'm like, where do you want me to start? And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, you want to talk about the socioeconomic conditions in Petersburg? You want to talk about the schools? What is it you really want me to say? Because he's trying to make it like, we've made all these dents in crime. Like, no, we didn't.
No.
I'm going to lie for his ass.
Yeah. I mean, someone's got to stand up.
I mean, even when we were in Vice and Narcotics, like we put a dent in the West End where all the heavy crime was going.
You can temporarily like push them somewhere else,
Yeah.
the bad guys, but they're going to come back. But what I'm talking about is the overall picture. The idea that somebody's going to come in 4 years and change the city, a new chief. This is going to take several generations. It's going to take of getting out of this mindset of this cycle of this is all there is in the world. Like, no, that's not all there is in the world.
Yeah.
There's so much more for there's plenty of opportunity.
Well, the other problem is too because they kind of push the businesses out of there.
Right. Yeah. Why would you be a business in Petersburg?
Yeah.
I'm not being mean, but the tax rates are high.
Tax rates are high.
Yeah. Who's coming down there? So Petersburg used to. So the real quick history of it is it was always a majority black community. Okay. But it had a big manufacturer down there, Brown and Williamson Tobacco Company, and it employed several thousand people at least, including your grandmother, your great grandmother, my grandmother. So there was a land dispute about where they wanted to put a building, and the city wouldn't let them do it. So they just gave everything to the city and went down to Georgia. So you can have all these buildings.
Yep.
Yeah.
So right after that was it.
And now they're all apartment complexes.
Yeah. But one time they were empty, so they are making some progress in that sense. But
there's only so much you can do when you build brand new apartments and try to gentrify the area. I mean,
you're
it's
building
gonna push it somewhere
apartments and
else.
everything, but at the same time, you're not bringing in business.
Yeah, you need business for a tax base. Somebody renting an apartment's not paying taxes.
No. I mean, you got to, like I said, I've stayed in Petersburg 20 years. I love it. You know, I've enjoyed the people there.
Yeah.
Enjoy helping them and everything. But I had the same conversations with the people that live there. You know, there's no businesses there, and, you know, it's nothing for contributing for that city.
Right.
Bringing money into the city. I mean, it's like you got a hospital, you got.
Yep. So the hospital used to be downtown, Sycamore Street, and then when they sold that property and moved to the south end of the city, Crater Road to the borders of Prince George, they had to start an endowment from the money that they made as a profit from selling the hospital, and they do participate. You know, I cannot think of the name of it at this moment, and also I think I'm gonna end it with that, but. So that didn't help. So all the businesses are moved south. So unless you have a car or public transportation, the bus, you can't get out there.
You can't get out.
So it's hard to grocery shop with 2 kids, and you're trying to ride the city bus.
Yeah.
But the other part of it is, so every corner, not every corner, but so you got corner stores that don't sell the best food. So they don't have fresh food. They don't have healthy food. And if you're landlocked, you don't have a car, you're going to walk to the closest place, might be this corner store. And the corner store, they just, they probably accept EBT cards, but they don't have healthy food. So then they used to have a market downtown, Belo Market. Remember that? Was it called Belo or some bullshit? That closed down. And recently they closed another grocery store on Crater Road. So all you got left now is Walmart and the Food Line. So
yeah, that's about it. Walmart, Food Line. Corner store, the corner stores
where these like fried food and candy, canned foods,
cigarettes, lottery tickets.
That's it, man.
Feeds into that
type
of lifestyle.
Yeah, it's just too bad. And then the other part is now this is true. Now imagine this: a Republican governor, Youngkin, he's made it a major initiative for Petersburg.
Yep,
they're trying to open up what's the not a Harris Teeter, but another one of those. Downtown. You've heard about that, right?
Yeah, that's being built pretty soon.
Yeah, they're trying to get, so bring stuff in. So they've invested a lot of money.
They invested a lot of money.
Fresh food, might be fresh food, something like that.
It is fresh food. And I mean, they're trying to revitalize a lot of stuff down there, like the housing.
Yeah.
Because they tore a lot of the old houses down and stuff, cleared the lots and everything, and started building up new houses and stuff. But the biggest thing is the schools.
Yeah, schools
they need to. We've been saying that for years. They, unfortunately, there's teachers in there are fighting an uphill battle.
You ain't lying.
Yep.
Because you were in Prince George as a teacher for 5 years. In fact, you met one of Evan's sons out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. He used to teach one of his sons. And we had kids coming in from Petersburg. I remember my first year teaching it, a first grader walked in halfway through the year, brand new student. And she was like, cute little girl, all dressed up nice. And she, I was like, hey, introduce yourself. Where are you from? She said her name. She was like, I'm from Petersburg. Now I'm living with my grandparents because my mom got into a fight and got arrested for drugs, and my dad's in jail. And this is like a 6-year-old saying all this stuff. And she said it like it was nothing.
All right.
And she said it like it was, literally she's been living through it. And
that was the problem when we were both police officers in the city. They never trusted us anyways. And, they were always taught to be...
The kids, yeah.
The kids were always taught to stay away from the cops and everything. And I get it because you always have bad on whatever side that you work in. You got bad people everywhere. But if we're you got guys like us that are always trying to get out there on the corners and push these guys out of there and make an arrest and stuff like that and try to get the crime down. The people that lived in that section, they're too damn scared to come forth and talk, tell us who's really doing the problems.
Right.
So
because
we
they
go
live
after
there,
them. They live there. So,
I had a murder case, and I know people saw it, and then it was broad daylight. And I actually had a witness, and I was able to get a charge based on that, but I told her I'll never, if this guy doesn't confess or something else happened, I'm just going to dismiss the case. That's what I did, because if I didn't.
Yep, I remember that.
She would have had to come up and, because eventually she's going to have to come and testify. And I was like, I promised her.
That was one of my informants.
Yeah, and I kept my word. So, I mean, that's the part about it. It's so funny that I haven't thought about it for so long. Is I was dedicated to trying to improve somebody's life there, particularly the kids or anybody for that matter. But, I mean, you would get out on a corner and hand out little like stickers that had badges on and stuff. Mm-hmm. So you're doing that stuff, and somebody walk by, like, you know, or a mom or maybe a baby daddy was like, "Come over here, don't talk to them."
Yeah.
I remember one time I had to shoot a deer. Was stuck in this is on the East End. It was tried to jump the fence from Battlefield Park over there near Penn Oaks Apartments.
Yeah,
there's no way the deer was no way it's going to live. So I had to shoot it. And I was like, you know, clear everybody out, make sure no kids are around. So after I shot the deer, everybody comes back over there. You know, you can't control that. And the dad's like, "Look at that! See, I told you they're bad. That cop just killed Bambi." Mm-hmm. I was like, I could have got fired. There was no camera. There's no body cams.
Yeah,
back
we didn't
then.
have body cams back then.
I was like, "Let me tell you something, motherfucker." I mean, I was going off. Like, why would you tell your kid that, man?
Yeah. I mean, you could be standing there like Wawa trying to get your meal for the day, and, you know, they will walk by with their kids, and they're just like, "I'm going to have him arrest you and everything for you being bad." And I'm just like, "Really, dude?
Yeah.
Really?
Like, why would you say that to your kid?
I'm like, what the
Yes.
fuck?"
Automatically make you a bad guy.
Or you get out there and like throw football with the kids or play. And I remember one time where I was in Penn Oaks, and I mean, I don't talk about this kind of shit, but I'm just doing it now. But like, try to buy us, like the ice cream truck will pull up.
Yeah, you buy
You like
ice
10 to
cream
15
for 'em.
kids out there. Like, "Hey, all right, hey, everybody come over. I got, you know, get everybody some ice cream." And then people are like, "Get over here. You ain't taking no ice cream from him." It's like, gives a flying shit. You let the kid get some ice cream, man.
Yep. Yeah, it's
Oh, yeah.
just too bad. So we're talking about. I taught your son.
Yeah.
So you got two sons, some dogs.
Well, I got 2 boys and 2 German Shepherds,
Hell yeah.
male and a female, and they're both
And a lady locked in the basement.
in a lady lock in the basement. Yeah, boy.
That's who just called here a second ago.
Jeez.
Asked her for dinner.
When you bringing the water? All right, so how old are your kids now? Fuck. This might be the one episode we never get to air, man.
Yeah, I know.
Maybe we'll take a look at the bitch. I don't care.
Oh,
All right, so yeah, this is the kind of show. This is really kind of what the show was about. Bring a bitch on here and talk some smack.
Hell yeah.
yeah, both my sons, one's 15 and one is 12.
God damn, I can't believe 15, dude.
Yeah.
Does he have his learner's permit yet?
Oh, yeah, he's got his learner. He should have his driver's license by, like, I think it's January. I think it's like that 6-month thing.
Dude, what now?
Yeah.
Damn, you're getting old, dog.
I know, dude.
That's pretty badass, though, man. Damn, that's hard to believe, man. Yeah, it's crazy watching, you know, particularly, you know, we haven't seen each other for a little while, but ain't been that fucking long, a couple of years or whatever, but keep in touch on Facebook. But, you know, when you think about somebody's kids, you know, like I think about some of the guys who used to work with, you know, some good, some just fucking pieces of shit. But you think about their kids, and that was the other thing. If you made, I'm going to tell a story. I mean, not another story, but in general terms, there's a brotherhood of cops, man. But here's your off limits. Somebody's wife or somebody's kids off fucking limits. Period. Right? Usually. But in this particular case, this is back old school. I don't think people would do this shit now. Because I look at Facebook at the new cops, and they're posting every call out there, and like all their feelings on Facebook and stuff. I'm like, what are you freaking doing? Because all they got to do is grab that shit. A bad guy sees it.
Oh, yeah.
Or the court sees it. And just
Eat it up.
Yeah. But anyway, these two guys, they end up being friends, and then something happened, you know, some kind of wrong stuff. But one of the guys involved, who was the bad guy in this particular case, the first person that got there to back him up was the guy that he had screwed over, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, he got there first, and then as soon as I pulled up second, as soon as he saw me, he got in his car and drove off.
Yeah, he didn't want to be there.
And I asked him later, I said, "Man, why would you? You know, damn, you're." I said, "Man, you're fucking one of the best people I know. I couldn't have done that." And he's like, "You know, I hate the motherfucker, but I'm not gonna let these drain, or I'm not gonna let some fucking drone or whatever beat his ass. But other than that, that's it."
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Brotherhood.
Yeah. So that was what it was, but I realized it then. But now I don't know if it's that tight now. I'm sure the fire department is.
Oh, yeah. Fire department's a lot tighter.
So are you on like the 24,
yeah,
48
we're
schedule?
24, 48.
Does it ever alternate, or is it just that's?
And it's just
all the
24,
time?
48, but now we're working pretty much getting drafted every day.
Really?
Because of, you know, staffing and...
That's crazy, man.
But
You
you
know,
like
nobody wants to be a firefighter anymore or
What?
police officer.
I want to be a firefighter, man. I'm coming back.
Do it, dude.
Never too late.
Never too late.
They're like, "Nah, you cost the city too much money. You ain't
Yeah,
hiring
probably.
They ain't hiring me back, bro."
Yeah. Some of the people are already gone.
Talk about the lawsuit.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, but like we can't hire this motherfucker. He took.
yeah.
Unfortunately, it wasn't as much as we wanted. But anyway, so what else you like to do? You're like an avid aside from porn, you're an avid something.
Yeah, I love bass fishing.
What?
I love being on the water.
Yeah, man.
24/7.
You were sponsored one time, dog.
Yeah.
Remember that shit?
Yeah, sponsored one time and
What's the name of that restaurant?
oh god, monkeys. Brass monkeys.
Brass
Oh,
monkeys.
Brass
Yeah,
Monkeys.
brass
Yeah.
monkeys.
That
yeah.
motherfucker, he goes up there, he's like, hey, I think,
Yeah.
I can't, we were talking about that shit all the time.
Yeah, he used to pay me he would pay
Like a
all
fee?
my fees, basically all my ramp fees and stuff.
That's cool, dude.
Yeah,
He had like a sticker on the boat and shit.
Yep, a couple stickers on the boat. Go up there to the restaurant, drop the boat off, and everything.
And then you like take like, and then like the other part was you got like the female bartender go fishing with you and shit.
Yeah, some of them.
Damn.
There's quite a few of them.
How'd it go?
It went pretty good. A lot of wet lines.
Hook and sinker, baby.
Yep. Keep them tight, baby. Keep them tight.
What's the biggest bass you ever caught?
7.5.
Damn.
That was on Lake Chesney.
Damn. What did
a
Frankie
big-
catch that time, dog? 5-pounder?
4 or 5 pounder, yeah. Her
So-
first bass ever.
Yeah.
So his
It's
wife
insane,
now,
dude.
but at the time, fiance, they go to this private
I'll
pond.
find a picture of it.
And they sent me
Those
this picture.
pond bass are huge,
I know, like,
man.
I was like, damn, she better.
So she had this little pink rod, little
Barbie
ultralight.
rod.
Barbie rod, little Zepco rod.
She was reeling it in. She's like, "Oh, I'm stuck." I look over and the fucking rod's bending over. I was like, "No, set the hook, set the hook."
You need to set a hook. Yeah.
5 seconds later, this bass was flopping out of the water.
Damn.
So she gets it to the boat, and then as soon as I get the net under it, her lure pops out of the water. She's freaking out.
Oh, she didn't get in the boat?
Now I'm sitting there looking, and it fell right into the net. I just got the net
Oh,
under
you got
it.
the net under it. Damn.
Barely, yeah. So
That's-
I immediately disappointed, and I pulled the bass up, and her and Boompaw,
Yeah.
your stepdad, was sitting there cheesing. He got a picture with her and stuff.
Yeah.
He was so proud, man.
And he,
Oh, yeah.
he loved that shit, man.
That's good stuff.
Trying to find a picture of it because this is impressive for your first bass.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even caught one that big, and I was like, God damn it,
No damn
Really?
lie.
beats me in everything.
Yeah, that's how
So,
they
so
are.
what's the secret, man? So you're out there on Chesden, right?
Yeah.
You fish there mostly, right?
Yeah, I fish there a lot. I mean,
What do you-
it's a
what do you
hard
fishing?
lake.
Yeah, what do you
Usually
fishing?
Carolina rig.
Okay, yeah. We fish up like in Chip Oaks Creek on the James.
There you go. It's a pretty good
Don't
first
show him a picture
bass.
of your wife because he'll be hitting on her next bastard.
Damn, man, what's up with that? Where's Shelly at?
Good luck.
Come on, baby. You lost that love and feeling.
So, damn, I was gonna ask you about somebody
Lost his
else.
train of thought.
But, I'd rather be on the river, though.
No, hell
Post
yeah.
Creek, Chickahominy River. Fortunately, my motor blew the top this early spring, so I'm still waiting on that one to come back in.
Yeah, I remember when you first got that freaking boat.
Yeah, I got the Stratus the first time, and now I got a Triton.
Oh, you got okay. So it might have been the Stratus.
Yeah, I had the Stratus back then, and
He brought it over and like was fucking trying to work on the driveway. I'm like, bro, I think we were trying to watch a fight or something. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And I made y'all hot dogs and shit.
yeah, hot
remember
dogs,
that shit.
hamburgers. We used to watch a lot of fights over here,
I know.
and then we would go outside and try to fight each other.
That's one person was
And
came
this
with
is
you.
why he did not drink.
Yeah, I don't have him drink at all. I don't drink. Yeah,
Except for me.
Now, if I had been drinking, it'd been a lot worse.
It would have been a lot worse.
Did you know me when I was a drunk?
No, you quit right before you and I started hanging out.
You got what? So what year you got hired?
03.
I quit drinking 05.
Yeah, you totally cheesed out.
Yeah, I was like, fuck it. Yeah,
Yeah.
but if you'd seen it, it was a whole nother animal.
You know, it
man.
was a different
17
animal.
years later.
17 years later.
A lot of pent up anger came out through the bottle, baby.
Oh yeah, I mean I get it, dude.
I was ready to get down.
I've been there a lot of times with PTSD, anger, and
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So we talk like a lot about motivation and stuff like that. And you have a pretty active job.
Well, look at this.
It looks
freaking
like
dude,
you
man.
you
Looks
have
like
an active lifestyle.
Looks like wasn't not Nick Nolte.
what Cape Fear again?
Yeah, what was the fucker's name, dude? Tom Cruise.
No, that's Top Gun, dude.
Yeah,
Robert De
you're-
Niro.
Robert De Niro.
Back in the young days.
I was like, he ain't that old yet.
Yeah, but I mean, he's cut right now.
He's my age.
When you first got here, you hugged me and picked me off the ground. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You trying to slam me from my old lady, man. I was like, damn, dog. Let up a little bit, man.
Got to show who's boss.
That's it.
You.
No,
How
so I
you
was-
do it?
So I was gonna ask you like daily motivation. What's your secret to the people?
I know what his motivation is.
Other than being single, what else?
It's not porn, dude. It's not porn.
I know that, but it's the
My motivation is my kids and my dogs.
yeah.
Yeah, that's my motivation. I've been single since my divorce. I've dated one other person since then. And
So you like a priest now?
nah, I might as well have been. But, you know, the way the dating
Just
pool.
celibate since you only
Yeah,
had sex
I
with
mean-
one other person.
No, man. It's been
He said dated.
Oh,
dated.
The big
dated.
difference.
I'm not talking about sex.
Oh,
That's
I'm
a
about
different.
to say, man. You must
That's a
be,
different animal on that part.
All right,
but,
all
I
right,
mean,
go ahead. Shit.
Jesus, fuck, dude. But you know, it's just like like after my divorce, I pretty much just hit the rock bottom.
Damn.
A couple times, and
Yeah.
finally, like a lot of things started coming around that have been kind of like pent up, or back in that memory box that I put away back in the core.
Yeah.
Like, I never really seeked help except for maybe a couple times, but that was mainly dealing with like the stress and the lifestyle of being a cop and everything, seeing all the shit we would see every day and dealing with everything on home life. And, I think finally when I got into right before I left the police department going to the fire department, I finally listened to one of my friends that told me to go to the VA, and I went to fill out all my stuff online, of course, like we always have to now. You got to fill it all out and stuff. And finally, like, I went down to the poly trauma center and they flagged me, for my TBIs and post-traumatic stress. And, it's like I can sit here and not talk for every veteran or talk for guys and women too that have been over there. It's not something that we come clean about every day. It's not something that we like to talk about, because I mean it's you do things that you have to do, and then they ship you back to the civilian world, and here you go.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That transition.
The transition of everything, and you lost you lost all the family that you just had. The military is your family. No matter how shitty it is or what's going on, that group of guys, or whatever unit you're in that has females and stuff like that, that's your that's your family and stuff. Like your fire team and your squad.
That's right.
And then you got your platoon. You may argue and fight, and it's like always. I tell people now to this day, like the Marine Corps is like a bad marriage. You love it, but you hate it.
Yeah. No, I got you.
While you're in, but now it's just like I was in and stuff, and like I see probably two different psychiatrists a day, two psychiatrists a month.
Yeah.
Give or take on scheduling and stuff, and sleep apnea. My TBIs, migraines. My migraines started getting worse in the last couple of years. So, come to find out, like they did, they scanned everything. They were like, "Oh yeah, everything's healing and stuff," but you need to retire. But
Right.
you can't retire and not do a goddamn thing. But
No, don't do that.
You know, stay busy.
Yeah, don't do
stay
that.
busy and stuff, because that's my lifestyle, is staying busy. Coaching football, baseball, being involved with training 2 German shepherds and hiking and fishing and just trying to stay out of trouble all the time. But they're like, you try to date people, especially nowadays when you're lucky that you're married, both of y'all, because I mean, like nowadays it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're just a fucking option to everybody. And then, like, you try to open up about the things that you've seen or the guilt that you have since you're not there. After my guys left to go to Iraq, and, I think the guilt hit the most because, like, I served with these guys. I fought with these guys. I
That's
lived
right.
with these guys.
Right.
And, we slept in the mud, rain, laughed, freaking ate dirt, shit, whatever the case is, And then here you are back in civilian world trying to get hired on with the police department, and they're over there in Iraq, making runs into Fallujah and shit, and you're over here like, what the fuck am I doing? You know? And then you sometimes want to eat a fucking gun. I don't know how many times I can sit here and say that I try to eat a fucking pistol at night.
Yep.
You know?
I'm glad you didn't, brother.
You know, and then, you know, when your kids are born and stuff, and you know, your marriage, some of the guys I know that have been divorced and stuff because of the military, you know, it's, you know, for the shit, you know, it's kind of hard to sit there and tell your other half, like, hey, yeah, you know, we killed kids and families, and, you know, you go in there, like, after we did, like, you know, search and destroy missions and stuff, and you try to finally talk about it to somebody, and they're just like, oh, well, whatever.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you just need to talk to the right person.
But, like, you know, it's like, to this day, I can't sit there and say that I don't have guilt about something.
I mean, shit.
You know, but I wake up every fucking day and I move forward.
That's right.
That's what helps. Your kids, your dogs.
Fishing. You know, fishing.
That's the best part. Your boys always be your boys, man.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck, that's the good shit, man.
You know, I'm trying to make, you know, because to me, my life doesn't matter. Their lives matter.
That's right.
Because, you know, I leave a legacy.
That's right.
Once I'm gone, it's them.
That's right.
You know, but
That's my legacy right there. That crazy bitch right there.
that one, yeah.
That's my best friend, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
that's it. I mean, I got my wife and my daughter, but I mean, as a man, that's my top.
Choked his ass out last week. But anyways.
But yeah, I mean, that shit. So I mean, you feel like going to the VA? I mean, has that been helping?
VA helps, but I mean, like, I can tell you this, like, years ago when I first went in the VA, it was a fucking joke. You know, and sometimes it's still a joke because, like, even now, like, the way they treat some of the guys, like, especially Vietnam veterans, Korean veterans, and even some of the old World War II veterans that you see still, you know, moseying around and everything. I mean, some of them they treat good and some of them they treat like shit. I mean, it's just, it pisses you off.
Damn right.
You
Yeah,
know,
that's not
because, like, you know, those guys gave everything.
That's right.
You know?
No, I agree.
And I'm not saying that we didn't give everything, but, like,
No, I know you're saying.
you know, different generations and stuff. And, you know, you look at them, like, I remember growing up, like, anybody that served in Vietnam was like an idol.
No, that's right.
You know,
Yeah.
you know, my dad had a couple of friends that served in Vietnam and stuff, and, you know, you never talked to them about anything. You know, I was young and dumb and stuff, and you're out there playing war with your friends and stuff, and they're like, hey, get over here. I'm going to show you this.
Show you
know,
techniques and shit.
show you techniques and stuff. And
That's
then
badass,
Then
yeah.
your friends don't want to hang out with you after that. But, you know.
Yeah, our neighbors. I won't say his name, but yeah, he's a Vietnam vet, Marine. Like the original reconnaissance patrol.
Reconnaissance patrol, yeah.
That's a bad
original recon back in the day.
Yeah,
Long
listen
range
to some of
reconnaissance
his-
patrol.
Yep.
He told some stories. We never asked him. I mean, I would never. I think that's disrespectful. But yeah, but anyway, that guy's a real deal. But I got it. So, you said that a lot of people, you know, don't talk about this. I mean, what would you recommend to anybody out here that's watching the show suffering, whether it's a soldier, you know, officer, or a firefighter?
I mean,
or EMS.
EMS, fire, first responders, military.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like, I even talk to military guys a lot of times when I run calls and stuff that are dealing with post, you know, PTSD and
Right.
stuff. And I always tell them, like, hey, just go down there. You know, just go down there and fill out the forms and everything. If you got to go in person and everything, because somebody there is going to help you at
Right.
the Polytrauma Center down there. Because, I mean, it's, you know, you got McGuire right here, then you got the Polytrauma Center. And they're building a bunch of buildings around that whole campus
Good.
area. But, like, Polytrauma Center, I mean, you go in there, you got guys from SEAL Team, Rangers, Green Berets, you know. Then you got, like, straight up psychiatrists there. Their focus is you.
Good.
You know, they don't sit there and bullshit you or anything or try to feed you full of drugs and stuff, because I mean that's like 98% of the VA is feeding you drugs.
Right.
You know, try to make you
That's
feel
a lot
bad
of
and
the
stuff.
healthcare system.
Healthcare systems
too
like
bad.
that. So,
But I mean, medicine can help too, though. So
I mean, medicine does help. I mean, it's helped me trying to, you know,
helped us. Yeah, helped me. I know that.
you know.
Yeah, I tell
so
people now.
That's the other stigma. We talked about one of the shows is like the stigma of mental. Go ahead.
Yeah, the stigma. I mean, the stigma of mental health. Like back in the day, like if you had a mental health problem, that means you're just
Something's wrong with you.
You're soft. You're psychotic. You know, we grew up in the age
Different
of
area.
of like, suck it up, Buttercup. You got to keep it fucking moving, And then it's just like when you're dealing with like, especially, if you're trying to deal with your claims and stuff like that, and then you never, didn't have these problems while you're in, but you got more problems down the road and stuff. And they're always trying to say, well, why don't you say something while you're in? And I'm like, you really think I'm going to ask my gunny sergeant that I need to get some sleep and can't go out in this patrol?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I think part of it too is
It don't work like that.
It doesn't work that way.
You're there with the same people who are experiencing it.
Yeah.
You guys are in it together.
You're in it
you said
together.
when you,
I mean, it's like, in the suicide, some of them are going through it, and, some of them never got, some of them never seeked help,
Yep.
and it's hurting them nowadays because I know guys that have been married like 3 or 4 times and stuff, and they messaged me a couple times on Facebook, and they're like, "Hey, dude, what's going on?" We'll talk there, and I'll tell them, "Hey, man, like wherever they're at," because like most of us are all spread out through the states and stuff. It's not like everybody's from Virginia that goes in the Marine Corps and you're attached to them.
right.
But it's just like, I had a lot of people from New York, Colorado, Texas, California, in the 2nd Marine Division and stuff. And that's the same as the 1st Marine Division. You're all mixed up and everything, which is a good thing because, like,
Yeah, you want
a mix of everybody. And because you got a lot of strengths and weaknesses in that platoon. So, try to work it out. You try to work it out and get the mission done and everything else. But, nowadays, like even with first responders, I mean, it's, mental health is like, it's still pretty stagnant. I mean, like even now, like when you come back from a bad call, like a kid gets run over or somebody gets shot up, and, you're dealing with like kids just straight out of high school that hasn't seen this shit, and I'm sitting there like, hey man, I'm in charge of them. Like, hey, you okay? And they're just like, yeah, I'm fine, acting like a tough ass and stuff. And 5 days later, they're taking that bottle and putting, drinking the shit out of it. And I'm like, yeah, man.
Yeah, are you actually okay?
Yeah, people like to cover it up.
People cover it up, which, and I get it. You don't want to
Show weakness
in front of like your officers or any other guys, because most guys, we all have a way of dealing with it, and no matter what the case is, we have a sick mind about it, especially in police department or fire department or EMS. I mean, first responders, we have a, I'm not trying to like, deter people from, seeking help with us and stuff. But like, we just have a sick mind about things, because that's what you have to deal with the worst of the worst.
Yeah.
When you call us, you're at your worst. You're not at your best. You're at your worst.
That's right.
You have to somehow make not light of it, but
So when you say sick mind, you mean like a sick sense of humor.
Yeah, you got to have a different sense of humor and everything. And people say it's really dark and stuff because, like,
yeah.
I mean, we could, your dad and I could sit there and run through calls.
Yeah.
Part of the last 20 years that's sitting back in that brown, brain, in your brain and stuff that you don't even want to fucking remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like, like one of the guys that I know that's good friends of mine, I mean, he was in the 82nd, and he and I were talking probably not even a month ago, and he asked me, because he's like late 30s now, and he asked me, he goes, does it get any better? And I'm like, nah.
Damn, bro.
It gets
Give
worse.
Fucker some hope, man.
Nah, I'm not going to give you hope. I'm sorry.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna lay it out there on the line. I'm the truthful person. I'm not going to sit here and say, does it get easier when you get older? Maybe.
Yeah. Yeah,
But
well, that's what
right now, you're still in this type of job.
Oh, I got it. So is he a firefighter or something?
Yeah, he's a firefighter. And
I got you. I misunderstood what you mean.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Yeah.
if you want the honest truth, I'm just going to tell them.
No, I got you on that.
Yeah,
But I
but-
mean,
Because that could be the line whether they get help or not.
And then it's like I told him, he's also like, he's like, yeah, I need to get up to the VA. And I know where he lives it's hard to drive all the way to Richmond and stuff. I mean, it's not easy. I mean, you sit on a computer and you try to fill out your claim and everything, and you're just like,
frustrating. They make it
frustrating shit.
They
It's
make
not
it hard.
easy.
Yeah, they make it
The
hard.
VA makes it even worse for you.
Yeah.
They don't care. They will deny everybody unless you're even even guys I've seen that have, you know, an arm missing or a hand missing or a leg missing, they're still not 100%.
On disability, gotcha.
On disability,
That's
you know.
terrible. Damn.
You know, it's a crime.
Yeah,
The way the government deals with you, and they've gotten away with it since World War One.
Yeah.
You know, but like I tell everybody, you know, no matter what it is, try to get the help that you can. You know, it's like you can talk to your friends about it. You can talk to another veteran about it. You know, we understand. You know, we're there with you and stuff, and everybody's different, like I said. But at the same time, that person that's really going to help you to break things down and try to get you to live your life instead of being boxed up in a house like a you know, what's the word for it?
Agoraphobia.
Yeah, I mean, just
Like a damn
hermit.
cage.
You're a hermit.
The hermit
Yeah.
crab. Yeah.
You're just a hermit.
You turn
know?
off society, right?
You turn off society and stuff, which, you know, I get it too, because like even in society, like when I go out and stuff, like if Apollo's not with me, my German Shepherd, you know, I'm always checking my six.
Oh, hell yeah.
You know,
You ain't never going to stop doing that.
that should never be stopped. But it's just
Yeah,
like,
I know what you're saying. It gets old, though.
it gets old. You know, you're trying to live
Yeah.
your life, and you know,
yeah.
your self awareness is like up to here.
Yeah,
where you
yeah.
want to try to be down here, but nowadays, I mean, goddamn, dude, you don't even know what the fuck you're walking into nowadays.
I mean, like,
But-
you know, how long have we been on this bad boy?
3 hours and 45 minutes.
So, yeah, but, I mean, like, you're sitting out there, like, trying to, you know, like, Shelly and I are at the dinner, or I'm outside with my kids or some shit, and I'm chasing shadows that go by me. I mean, something's there, you know, whether it's whatever, your own shadow or something. I mean, you're constantly doing this.
Yes, just constantly looking over your shoulder, man.
Shit gets old, man.
It does. I mean, it's just, you know,
But
even
yeah.
when you go to bed, like, you know, you're still fighting demons.
Yeah, I fight almost all the time. I sleep.
You know, when you're sleeping, that's the hardest part. When your body finally relaxes, it's like, wait a minute, here you go. You know, but
All right, so let's end on a positive note. So, I think, you know, listening to what you're saying is,
positive.
you got
Smoke weed.
Here, take this.
No, well, what I'm trying to say is, you wrap it up. I mean, but I just want to reiterate what he was saying was like, and you'll get, I'm going to say something in a minute, but yeah, seek the help. And what you're saying though is, you can talk to your friends, but the professionals might be able to piece it together for you a little bit better than just, you know, your friends saying, hey, you know, let's go out and drink beer, because all that does is substitute the time or the pain until the next time. And you know, what you got to do is get new goals, new priorities, and kind of re-educate yourself on how you view you in the world at the moment compared to the past. So
I mean, it's not
I
easy.
got that out, but
Yeah, I mean, it's not easy. It takes a lot of time. I mean, I don't give a shit who you are, even young people, you know, when they're
That's
first
right.
getting into it and stuff. I mean, any type of bad call you run on and stuff, I mean, you got to
tough.
use.
Well, shit, we had recruits graduate the academy,
Yeah.
go to a damn drive-by shooting. He was a former military, nothing against the guy. I mean, I might say, he resigned, man, after that. He said, I can't do it no more, man.
Yeah. I mean,
It's
I don't
just-
know how
it's
many
hell, man.
times I've tried to resign the next day because of some bad call that puts me, or a burnt body. It puts that smell right back into my head. And, you know, a couple of guys are like, no, we need you here and stuff. But I mean, it's not it's not easy, but you know, there is light at the end, end of the road and stuff. But like the guy that you had on here, like Greenberg, I mean, he
That's
was
right.
he was like a real big. He's the one that really helped me out during my time.
That's cool, man.
When
He's a good
you know,
dude,
when
man.
I was at my lowest, I would say pretty much my shittiest, because like you remember Floyd, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I was wagging out there that one day, and he took me to Greenberg, and Greenberg took me, you know, got me everything I needed, and, you know, started getting back on the right track and stuff. And, you know, the biggest thing is, too, is like, and I'm not a big religious pusher or anything like that, but if you don't have that in your life, you need it.
Damn right.
You know, if you ain't got your faith, you ain't got God, or, you know, have
Higher
that
power, man.
higher
Some
power
high
in your
power.
life, you know, you're going to, It's going to be a hard road.
You're gonna struggle.
This could be part 1 and 2.
3 and 4.
Yeah, that's how we do it, man. You could be on 2 shows, bro.
Yeah, I mean, shit.
Evan 1, Evan 2. Because at first it started off like off the goddamn chain, and now he brought it back to earth. Man, I was like, damn, this motherfucker making me sad as a bitch.
But yeah, like
This motherfucker like to talk, man. Goddamn, boy, you doing good, boy.
what, you want me to fucking talk, or you want me to sit here and jerk off? I mean, what the fuck you want me to do?
I mean, what kind of show? I mean, there's a camera right here. I don't know what kind of show we're doing.
No, what I'm saying is like,
You know, when you fuck with your dad, he gets all bent out of shape. You know what I mean?
He apologizes a bunch of times.
what are you talking about? Motherfucker fucking with you, man. All right, goddamn it.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like, you
They're
know,
tickling each other right now.
stop playing footsie. Yeah.
He always like to tickle me.
He likes to touch me.
Has soft hands. All right, let's.
So this is back to part 1.
Yeah, we're gonna end with part 1. This motherfucker tickling a 55-year-old man. Crazy motherfucker. I mean,
You grab him on the leg right here on the knee.
He knows his soft spots,
motherfucker.
man.
He's like, "Eh."
that's the part he likes.
Makes him wingy.
All right, you got.
You got a blue pill or a red pill?
All right, we're gonna wrap it up here. So this is
Oh,
gonna
we're
be a
wrapping it up
2-part
this
show.
time?
So
Yeah, I
that
Are you sure?
yeah.
I don't know. We got another like 45 minutes of this shit.
What is it you want to say, motherfucker?
I don't know. What do you want me to say?
red.
What the fuck is this bitch talking about, man?
Red pill, blue pill.
Red pill or blue pill? Which one?
Blue pill.
Blue pill. Okay.
Yeah,
That-
6 hours.
I'm gonna say red for Donald Trump. Goddamn it.
Oh yeah, of course it's red for Donald Trump, but
But
like,
yeah, if I had to take a red or blue pill, which one would I take?
you better ask the woman out there what you're gonna take.
I think I'm taking the blue one because I think you can kind of like that kind of. You're on standby. You're not erect the whole time.
No, you ain't erect the whole entire time.
That's
but
Cialis.
as
That's
soon
it.
as-
Is
as
it
soon-
Cialis? That was cool.
As soon as she touches you, boy, it's like,
I'm on blue.
Fucking-
Yeah, blue.
you're hanging that flag, baby.
What about you? You went
For what y'all are saying, I'm taking blue.
bingo. All right, ready? Let's wrap this bad show.
Well, I guess we're.
Ending the show now
Yeah. Any last words?
before I shoot
Please.
you.
What?
God damn.
He said any last words. So it's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Any last words?
I want a
like,
steak dinner, baked potatoes.
Oh, that's a good.
I'm
That's a
having
good
a roast.
question. Okay, if you were on death row, what would your last meal be?
Last meal
Yeah,
on death row.
You're sitting in the chair and they say, "What do you want to eat?"
It'd be if I would make it to death row because they got to catch me first.
All right, motherfucker, what would you eat, bitch?
Fucking roast, some potatoes,
That doesn't sound good.
pussy.
Oh, God. A roast was like baked with the potato pieces and the carrot.
Carrots,
Oh, man, that shit's
some
good.
mushrooms,
Fuck. All right, now you fucked me up, bro.
egg noodles.
How about you? Catfish.
It'd be something fried, but collard greens, some mac and cheese.
I could go with
You
that.
living the dream.
Oh yeah,
I know what I would eat. You already know what I would eat.
Probably some ice cream.
ice cream.
Yeah,
About
that's
a
for
gallon
dessert.
of ice
Oh,
cream.
yeah, all right. For your meal,
You know what it is.
some fucking rice, tomatoes, and green beans.
Bingo.
Canned green beans.
What
King.
the bullshit is
That's what I
that?
grew up on, man.
Yeah, but come on, you ain't gonna eat any meat. What the hell's wrong with you?
I'm gonna eat some meat, but it ain't.
Yeah, I'm sure you're gonna eat some meat. Somebody's gonna give you that meat.
All right, listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Or watch us on YouTube.
Yeah, I'm sure your ratings probably gonna go down
This
after
is
this
done
one.
gone off the rails, man.
All right.
God damn.
You're like, dude, man, make sure Evan's not on this thing.
No, we got you. All right, peace.
I guess
Later,
we're out.
guys.
Later.
Thank you for listening to On the Hill. Like, subscribe, and follow us wherever you listen to your podcasts. See ya.